Hang on, you guys, still doing a couple things. In the meantime, I'm going to post the rules. I forget it sometimes, but it's always important to post the rules because it's so hard to be polite on the internet. Or decent. Or pretty much anything. Okay, I think we're good. Let's scoot on over to the desk and see what today is about. And of course, as we know, ooh, nice and bright today, I like that. As we know, because it's Saturday, it is the Colors of the Month challenge for July 2023. Just gonna move some more stuff around, just so I have easier access to my Kool-Aid. So, what are this month's colors? Well then, let us see. I'm gonna reach over for my little list because I have a lot of things to say. From the looks of things, I'm going to need to clean up my sticky pads. They are not sticky anymore. Too much pencil shavings. Well, that slid right out. The little notepad that I use exclusively for these lists. What does it say? If you laugh, tomorrow will be fun. Show your smile. And it has a little smile on it. Of course it's from Wish. The paper in here is like incredibly skinny and flimsy, so I use it exclusively to write these lists. I'm not gonna cry once it's empty. So we're gonna grab the most easiest colors to spot right now. This month's colors in Olo markers that I do not own because I'm too busy spending way too much money on all kinds of different other art supplies. O2.4 Golden Poppy, V2.4 Violet, and Y2.2 Daffodil. Hex codes. Burp. F78022. 853C94. FEF07A. Oh my god. I had one sip of Kool-Aid, now I'm doing is gassing up the place. Therefore, in Ohuhu markers, the closest approximations I could get, which is pretty good considering, YR170 Chrome Orange, P4 Lavender, P, And Y030 lemon chiffon. So we're getting a bit of a 70s vibe. It would be more 70s if that purple was either much darker or outright brown. On sent pas partout chez AEW quand on vient chez vous, c'est clair ça? Anybody raised in Quebec is laughing their ass off right now. Everybody else, tough. So in Chameleon liners, we have OR4 Seville Orange. I still think you should have the name of the color, not just the code on the pencil, but that's just me. PR4 Purple Grape. The only reason I know the colors is because I looked them up and I wrote them down in my little swatch book. That thing is huge. And finally, YL2 Summer Sun, which I think is one of the first times I've actually used this specific shade of yellow. And that's assuming I actually use it, because it is pretty pale. You know, it's been years now, and I still haven't seen any sights of the Chameleon liners since the Kickstarter. And I have one color that's dry, so I don't know what I'm going to do. My Steeler liners are beautiful, but the problem is, even if they're dry, they kind of tend to melt with alcohol markers, so I don't know what I'm going to do. So, well, what I'm going to do right now is see if I can still sharpen my nub. Put that blade right back. There we go. Oof. Barely. Barely. I can still get a little bit of life out of my nub yet. So, Pixel Remaster, I have yet to beat Final Fantasy VI. I just need to grind a little bit to finish the Fanatics Tower, and I still have to look up High Dawn. And I think that's it for the side quests. Then I can go into Kefka's Tower. But in the meantime, played Final Fantasy IV, beat Final Fantasy IV. Was highly disappointed to find out that they took out the the employees' room again. Because apparently the employees' room from 1991 does not reflect how the workplace is now. Yes, we know. That's why you specify it's 1991. Because, like, in Final Fantasy II, as in the SNES version of Final Fantasy IV, what they did is that they completely took out the passage to it. We can still enter the secret Dwarves Bar. And then when you turn to the right, you smack right into the wall. Like, if you don't even know that there was supposed to be a secret room there, you would never know. But in the Pixel Remaster, they kept the secret passage, and at the end there's a poster that says that the developer's room was abandoned. The 1991 developer's room was abandoned. And I'm like, ah, you dicks. Okay, where are you not syncing? Oh, we may have a problem here. My iPad is not syncing my photos. Give me a little sec, guys. Oh, okay. They're syncing now. Oof. Oh, I got scared for half a second there. My references are on my phone, and usually they sync with the iPad. It's just said iPad is having a little trouble right now, but we're good now. I only have 3 references, but I know I had 4 suggestions. Oh, it's nothing but trouble today, isn't it? And of course the story is deleted. Because of course. Well, looks like my dumbass is only doing 3 requests today. Damn it. What sucks is that I was sure to make sure I didn't forget, every time I had a request, I went straight to get the reference. So I don't know what happened to that 4th one. Oh, I am not happy. You know when you do everything right and something goes wrong regardless? Hi Sharon, hope you're having a great day. I'm having a great day, Paul. I seem to have misplaced one of the suggestions for today's stream, so there's only going to be 3 images. And like I said, it pisses me off because I know I had 4, but one of them doesn't show up in my photos, so I don't know what happened there. I remember what it is. I remember what it is. Oh my god. Give me a second, guys. I just remembered what it is. I'm gonna go grab one. Oof, I got scared for half a second. Okay, we're good. We're going to have all the drawings today. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. Back to you regularly scheduled panicking. Speaking of panicking, like I got these news like super late last night. I was just about to go to sleep. Junko Mizuno is working. Well, I think she's done, and what she's actually working on is the English translation of Little Fluffy Gigolo Pelu Tree, which she said is the 3rd and last album of that series. And needless to say that I am absolutely elated to notice. Like, it's been a couple years since Little Fluffy Gigolo Pelu 2. So I was really looking forward to that. I got all her easily accessed books. I've got Cinderella, I've got Hansel and Gretel, I've got Little Mermaid, Pure Trance, and Little Fluffy Gigolo-Pillow 1 and 2. So I'm very, very excited about that. To say that I'm thrilled is putting it lightly. Like, I absolutely love her art, okay? Adore it. And I will admit that sometimes I like to draw in that style. So to get a new book from her... And for those who have been following my social media, I did get some screen tone lately that I'm looking forward to using. I've got some new ink that I will need to try real soon. Because it's a different formulation than the bottle I have. But I got it on purpose. Because it's supposed to be quick drying. And waterproof once dry. And considering I'm playing more and more with watercolor, that would be very interesting and important. Speaking of drawing pretty people, I got my suit from the seamstress, and she did her best. And I'm not gonna add to put it politely because she truly, really did her best. But the problem is that the only way for me to get that suit in that color was to get it in a male cut, and I do not have a male body. Those pants cannot account for the double-decker cake that I have. So I can walk in the pants carefully. I can sit in the pants. I cannot cross my legs in the pants. So I'm trying to order a pair of fuchsia pants from a different company. Because, of course, God forbid that Light in the Box offer their suits in pieces. Because if they did, I would have been able to order bigger pants. So we're going to see what we can do with that. If it's the wrong fuchsia, then we have options. Either I never sit down, or I sit down and I never cross my legs. Or I can walk, but the bottom will not perfectly match the top. We'll see when we get there. Either way, I'm getting a nice pair of pink trousers. For the amount of times I actually buy clothes for myself, I think I can afford to get myself a nice pair of slacks. Hey, this came out pretty good, actually. I'm gonna put this away. Super glue. That I use for different projects. Lily is with me, and I just took a little gander underside my digital work desk, and you guys are missing out. She was looking at me like, why are you talking so much? And now she just closed her little eye, and she's got her face smooshed in her little basket. Then she's cute, and she's opening her eye again, looking at me. You are lucky you're cute. For those wondering, does Lily ever go out? She does go out. I just stay upstairs because I can't go out with her because I have a mild allergy to the sun. That means if I step out for more than 5 minutes, I will be sick for the rest of the day. So, but I stay upstairs to make sure that as soon as she wants to come back inside, I'm there to let her in so she doesn't cook and turn into a little marshmallow. A little roasted marshmallow. We do not want that. We do not want the child to suffer. I think to make it interesting. Now normally I would move my desk lamp, but now I can't because it is supporting my rickety camera holder. This is why I wanted a gooseneck. But I couldn't find one for some reason. Not gonna lie, the song that's playing right now is making me think of Snippet City and Origami King. rice. All rice. Yeah, all rice. Maybe I should have some rice for supper. If that's the way I'm gonna do it. Well, gonna leave her dry and move on to the next guy. I definitely need to order some more of these. Only got this many left. You know, I'm pretty sure at this rate Joel will have me draw the entire cast of the Muppets. But this fluffy, feathery texture is actually pretty fun to draw, so I don't mind. Speaking of Muppets, Welcome Home is supposed to update pretty soon. If it hasn't updated yet. Looking forward to that. Haven't had time to do the other Welcome Home Nephew comics that I've been meaning to do, but when do I ever have time to do my own shit, really? Because by the time I fall on one of my off days, I usually play video games to get my mind off of things. Not saying I'm getting sick of drawing, it's just I'm trying to balance my shit, you know? So I don't get sick of drawing. I'm like the most unpopular popular artist that I know of. I'm popular with people that need my art, but I got low numbers on social media because I don't have time to talk to people. What am I going to do with myself? Now this part is going to be interesting. We are going to run the eraser a bit more. Then we're going to apply markers directly on the pencils. Now, I don't like doing that because it always ends up a little messy. But I believe it's justified in this case. Made myself laugh earlier. I was watching a top 10 worst Looney Tunes characters. And he arrived at number 1 and was like, this character is the worst, unanimously hated by everybody. And I was like, that's Buddy, isn't it? Sure enough, it was Buddy. And I'm sorry, but I can't help but draw parallels between Buddy and Ship-Ahoy Dudley from Bendy's Dark Revival. Because the thing with Ship-Ahoy Dudley, he gives off the exact same vibe that Buddy does. Like, both him and Buddy are human, and they got that, oh boy, I'm a good boy vibe, where nothing can go wrong for them. Though, as we know in the game, everything went wrong for Ship-Ahoy. Things went horribly, horribly wrong. But then again, technically, so did things go wrong for Buddy. The problem with Buddy is that he was incredibly bland. There's his body, so I can go ahead and not really super bother with texture here. And then we can add texture. Well, we're gonna let his head dry a bit more and go back to the first drawing. Gotta admit it's a little hot today. But I don't have a fan in here because I was desperately trying to not have too much noise. But I got all the fans in the rest of the house going because we don't have AC. That might accidentally cost money. We wouldn't want that. Back to you, Beach. I already forgot her name and what game she's from. Because this is from my my friend Tiago. And he always asks for these obscure characters that I've never heard of. I'm not chronically on Steam like him, so I don't know these people that he asks me for. I mean, let's be honest, between you and me, it's my own fault. I don't like gaming on my Mac, and I am not getting a gaming computer. I'll be honest, I'm perfectly content playing the same 5 games over and over on my consoles. Plus in November, the new Mario... Well, the remastered Mario RPG is coming. So I'm gonna want that. Honestly, I'm badly gonna want that. It's a very good game. I just really like RPGs. Classic RPGs. Not the, like, I don't mind action-adventure games. I mean, I got a ton of Zelda, so clearly I like action-adventures games. But if I want to play a Final Fantasy, I'm gonna want to play a turn-based, take your time, go through list games. That's me. That's my own taste in RPGs. They've been trying to make Final Fantasy more of an action game, which is why I am not interested in the Final Fantasy VII Remake, even if I loved Final Fantasy VII, actually. I have the disc, and I bought it again on my Switch, the original one, not the remake. And I played it, beat it, and realized I actually have a lot more love for that game than I thought I did, nostalgia-wise. And it's not that I don't like game remakes, clearly, because I have Final Fantasy IV like 6 times now. But if you're at the point where you change the core gameplay to make it another genre, gotta remember to pronounce it in English, that's when you tend to lose me. Like the latest one that just came out. First of all, I'm not interested, if only because the protagonist is yet again an ambiguously white Asian guy, but this time is the older, gruff one, because that's what's in style right now. Like, he literally looks like a character picked out of Resident Evil. Like, his name is Clive, but I call him Greasy Devil May Cry. And I'm just not interested. What I liked about Final Fantasy was the art direction. And, sure, the graphics looks nice. But the character you play as? Would it hurt you to, you know, have variety? There used to be variety. My favorite Final Fantasy has several girls of different ages, several guys of different ages and of different techniques. Everybody has their own quote-unquote job. I have to say job because the job system in previous Final Fantasy, you know. You've got kids, you've got adults, you've got older adults. Looking at you, Cyan, with your 57 years old, and Strago, who is 70. You have a Moogle, you have a mime who you're not even sure is human. You have a snowman. You have an abominable snowman. And in the later Final Fantasies, count yourself lucky if you get a black guy. Don't get me started on General Leo. Do not. Coolest guy in Final Fantasy VI. You get to play as him for like 5 minutes if you really take your time. Because he has to die for the plot. And there we go for this character. Give me 5 seconds. I'm just gonna go look see because I know he drew her today. So I'm gonna go look on his Instagram to remind myself who the hell she is. Burp. Come on. There we go. So what's your name, honey? Angela from Lobotomy Corporation. That's who she is. Of course, his version is prettier than mine, but I was really following the reference on this one. Because he tends to draw lately, because I've seen his style evolve. He tends to draw lately in a more sketchier Amano style, and here I went straight with the reference. I can't only draw in Amano style, even if I love Amano style. I draw in what I feel like. That's what happens. If I want to follow the reference, I follow the reference. If I don't, I don't. Because if I would start to ask people about what style they want me to draw in, I would probably end up like 3 times over Mike Mignola style. And then it wouldn't be as fun, would it? Because they would constantly ask for all the same styles. Or Dragon Ball. Once again, not that I mind those styles. I like drawing in those styles, but if I start getting dictated what style I should do this or that drawing, then it's gonna stop being fun. I accept it when people commission me, but for requests like this, I gotta do my own thing. I'm doing these for free. So I have to have a level of freedom. Tip-a-tap, 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 tip-a-tap. We are adding texture. Let's see if this is going to show. Not a lot, but it does. I mean, these are Muppets. They have texture. They are fluffy. They are flocky. Sam is not here for this. Ah, there we go. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Now we're cooking with gas. Ah, yes. Timely reference to a cartoon from the 40s, I think. Oh, well, I got these out. I need to make a post. I've just been up to my ears in work. But I have recently received my 1990s to the Extreme Can't Touch This edition sketch cards. There is 20 of them. And there's one extra long one. One bonus extra long one. And I will make them available real soon. Normally, if all goes well, touch wood, knock knock, who's there? I should have them available starting next week. They are $20 each. I have yet to set a price for the extra long one. So we'll see about that. Hello. The little puppy is up. Oh my god. The little puppy needs snuggles real quick. Real quick though. I need to do stuff. I wish I could move the camera so you guys can see the little spoiled little brat. Those sketch cards look awesome. I love the animation series you made. Thank you! Obviously these ones will be 1990s theme. Anything goes as long as it's safe for work. So anything that came out in the 90s, I can put on these cards. I think I still have some animation cards. Like, there's a couple series. Okay, you're back in the basket. I'm too hot for you. Okay, that means I can get back to work. I've got a space set that I need to fill up too. I've got, I got a whole bunch of cards. I have the Monsters at Midnights I need to finish. I have a whole list that I want to do on those. I think there's another set. I think I have a 70s set too. But anyway, the 90s set was very popular when I got the first set, so I'm hoping I'll be able to sell these ones too. No. No Christmas music during the summertime, the summertime. Told you, don't do that. But yeah, what I like about these cards from Artists Unite, they're like really, well, they're not as thick as my thickest cards that I've ever had, but they are really thick. It kind of feels like a slightly sponge-like, foam-like material in the middle. They're really nice to work on. I'm gonna have a little sippy sip. I can feel the back of my throat drying as we speak. so quiet, so focused. Truly, what is going on in the head of an artist as they work? Thinking about what I'm going to do for supper. Cuts the mystique, doesn't it? Realizing that artists are people. Well, deal with it, pay us so we can eat. I'm amazed you can talk as much as you do when you're working. I don't know if I can blame that on the ADHD or the fact I can multitask. I mean, sometimes, sadly not on stream, I sing when I work. So, imagine that. I would suggest trying not to, but still, imagine that. You know, I love the Ninja Turtles. Never went too much in the lore. Because as with everything, there's just too much to keep up with. So no, I have not read The Last Ronin. Should I? Maybe. I don't know. Will I? Probably not. And wouldn't you know it, that's probably pissing somebody off right now. Because that's the thing with people. I can't even say, oh, haha, internet. Because it's not just the internet. I've experienced this in meat space several times. You will be minding your own business and somebody will be very offended about that. Have you seen this movie? No, you've not seen this movie? And then get like super mad. Like I've had my 5th grade teacher tell me that I wasn't a real woman because I wouldn't square dance at a school party, where every time I breathed, somebody thought it was a reason to bully me. Joke's on her, I'm not a woman, but like neurotypicals, or at least the ones that think they're neurotypicals. You guys are so easy to piss off. Oh my god. Like, you guys need help. Like, I'm the one that should be easy to piss off because I struggle with controlling my emotions, but oh my god. Like, it's not normal to fly off the handle and send death threats to people over the, like, stupidest shit. I am proud to say I've never square danced and never will, unless there's a lot of money involved. I agree. You are going to need a shit ton of money to get me to square dance. Or line dance. I'm against organized religion, I'm against organized dancing. Wouldn't surprise me if I get tried to force to line dance at my sister's wedding. Still not gonna. Line dancing is great. It's easier to shoot them all. What did I just say about death threats? Now this is going to be fun. So the last request, somebody asked me to draw Mario. And I'm like, I always frickin' draw Mario. I draw a page of that frickin' comic like every week for like, what, 5 years now? So what am I doing? I'm drawing Mario. Hey, 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 hey. See, this is what I meant when I say what would be the fun of letting people pick the style on top of picking the subject. Et voilà. There you have it. Mario from the Donkey Kong arcade game. Yuck. Malicious compliance. First time I draw this version of Mario, so it might be a little bit more interesting than all the Marios I already have on the in the shop. That I still have in the shop. Erase, erase, erase. He's gonna run the car around a little bit. You know, this shit is kind of easier on my terms. The fact that I choose to talk to you guys live makes it easier on me than trying to plan a speech, writing it down, trying to learn it by heart, and then say it in front of a ton of people I know hate me. Here, I don't know if you guys hate me, and quite frankly, I don't care. Oh, if I would start caring, it would be more of a headache than anything. It would be different if you were sent death threats and being doxxed and stuff like that. Well, here's a novel fucking idea. Don't send death threats and don't dox people. Like, I've had enough death threats as a literal child. Can you, like, not? Decent people on the internet challenge. Impossible. And that's how I do my best to filter who wants to consume my content on the internet. I say shit like this, and the people that are offended are usually the people I do not want to talk to. You don't like that I'm neurodivergent? Ouch. You don't like that I'm non-binary? Ouch. I am curating my space and I do not wish to have assholes invading it. I've had enough assholes in real life. I do not need to cater to the ones online. I think that is simple enough to understand. hates when assholes go in the comment section about an opinion, quote-unquote, against them. You're gonna lose most of your followers. Well, if most of my followers are like you, I'm glad to be losing them. We all think like that. You do not. If you do not like my space, get out of my space. You're You're alienating most of your viewers. Well, if most of my viewers are like you, out, 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 shoo. Be gone. You have no business here. If your knee-jerk reaction to me saying this is I'm going to send them death threats and try to dox them, the problem is you, brother. Sad to say. I know it is not a challenge. I'm just saying. Get a life. Because here's the deal, might as well say this stuff. Because it doesn't matter if you say it or not, somebody's gonna get mad. So get it off of your chest while you can. Like, I had people getting mad at me for swimming too close to them, breathing, wearing a bra, because, you know, tits, eating my own lunch. So yeah, whatever I do, I'm going to piss off somebody, so I'm gonna do it on my terms. I do not even want to imagine what my life would have been like if I was born a little later in time to be bullied at home through the internet. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, I know at least 3 people that would have made my life a living hell at home contacted me on Facebook just to hate on me. No, thank you. I will not be having what you're having. And I don't want to hear any bullshit about, yeah, but you sound very confident now, so bullying really helped you grow your confidence. No, okay? No, no, that is a lie. That is a lie. I spent almost all my adult years so far trying desperately to get better about this because I was destroyed. I do not recommend getting bullied as a way to build your confidence. You can build your confidence tons of other ways, like being good at a hobby. Bullying does not help. Bullying does not help anything. This is just a lie you tell yourself to feel better about you bullying somebody else when you were a kid, or your kids bullying other kids. Stop it. Get help. You are lying to yourself is what you're doing. I just get really angry when I see on Facebook some of my friends sometimes. I would like to thank my bullies because without them I wouldn't be so confident today. No, no, you would have been able to be confident without the bullying. Stop lying to yourself. You can learn to be confident without getting the shit kicked out of yourself and feeling like unaliving yourself. Okay? Shut up. I am very passionate about bullying. I think it's pretty clear that I am against it. I literally experienced shock when I was looking at some pictures of me as a teenager and realizing I was not as ugly as I was told. I remember looking at these pictures when I was a teenager and thinking I was the ugliest thing on earth. But then I saw them again as an adult. And I was shocked at how cute I was. Like I did not see that coming. there we go for the last Ronin, and then we're going to Mario, and we'll be good for today. This is going to be fun and cute. Oops. Oh, I almost grabbed this to erase. No, 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 no. Oh, that would have been bad. Oh, that would have been bad. Today I'm using a high polymer Pentel eraser because I don't know where my eraser is. I think it's upstairs on the craft table. I brought all my watercolor stuff up there to do my my ink experiment. Remember the task failed successfully thing? Where I tried to use my granulating medium and it turned my paint like super smooth, and that is not what was supposed to happen. Gonna get a bit more Kool-Aid, and then we are going to color Mario. Cherry Kool-Aid. My ice is completely melted. Holy jeez. At least it's an insulated tumbler, so it's still cold. But it's still weird that my ice already melted. Here we go. Come here. It turns out I barely used the yellow liner. At least I used it a little bit on Sam the Eagle, but barely for some dots. There's no real point in trying to do the line art this pale when you know you're not going to fill in with the same color, because it's not gonna look good. It's like negative space. You gotta know when to put down the line and when not to. So it's also when to put down color, when not to. One example of that is when you see like comics from the 90s and sometimes even comics today where they put all these facial lines on kids and babies. Like technically, yes, those kids and babies will have lines when they smile and stuff like that. But the problem is when you apply this logic to a two-dimensional drawing with black lines on top of that, those are going to look like really old dwarves, is what's gonna happen. Learning to draw is 50% what to draw and 50% what not to draw. When they say you gotta learn the rules before you bend them, that's what they mean. Because yes, the facial structure of a child will have those lines when you look at them directly or on a photo. But if you add them on a drawing, even a realistic one, you're gonna have issues. Something is just simply not gonna look right. Here's a reason to use my pale yellow here. I'm going to use it to fill the background. And like that, the white skin on Mario will pop out more. When I say white skin, I mean white skin. He is literally FFFFFF white on the art. Kind of looks like Waluigi. Or Wario. But that's more of a Waluigi purple, if you ask me. You know what? I'm gonna check something real quick. Because I'm curious. Oh, they look good. Because I've seen recently there's been some issues with Ohuhu markers. But my set is nice. You guys are looking at the back of my swatch cards. And recently, for some reason, the formulation of Ohuhu, apparently, I'm only speaking from a couple of photos I've seen. I cannot say it's really what is happening. But the ink has been, after application, after a couple of days, the ink has been bleeding and turning yellow. Mine don't do that. They would have by now, if only on the sample sheet. But, yeah, that's a weird thing to do. What would cause a marker to do that? What change in the formulation would cause that? Just gonna thicken the lines a little bit here and there. I'm not gonna shade him because he's not shaded in the original. So yeah, that's what's happening here. And here we go. We're done. We are donezo. Donellini. Can we zoom out without the camera going to hell? There. It's not going to be practical if I'm going to have to constantly move my light to hold the camera. There. So there we have it. Angela from Lobotomy Corporation. A very yellow Sam the Eagle from the Muppets. Thanks for a fun show, Sharon. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Paul. The Last Ronin and Arcade Mario from the Donkey Kong arcade game. Gonna leave you guys admire this a little bit while I scooch myself to my other desk. So, as usual, Gonna go to the bookend. Fa la la. There we go. Extra special thanks to our supporters: Amber B, Paul K, Miss Innovis, David F, Marianne J, Zedna, Supreme Crimson Leader. Thank you all for your support. It's immensely appreciated. As usual, there will be a Bootleg Cookie live stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's my time, not your time. Maybe your time. I don't know you personally like that. Hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. I had a lot of fun drawing it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you all, and bye-bye.